Okay, y'all. Let me get comfortable in my chair here. All right. Okay, got a few people in here. What's going on? What's going on? We got about 10 people in here, so yeah, we can get to talking. Bungalow, bungalow doing his mic test. Okay, he doing his little test. Okay, okay. Vocals is good. Vocals is good. Yeah. Oh man, what's going on, man? What's going on, bungalow? 11 people in here. Make sure you hit the like button. Like I said, we just get on these live streams if you're new to them, and we just talk WMMA and yeah, whatever, combat sports, boxing. I mean, we really focus on WMMA though. I mean, that's what's really been hitting. I mean, boxing. Oh man, like I am a boxing fan, diehard. A day one, but right now boxing's just not. Oh man, boxing's just not going in the way I want it to go. Yeah, I think a lot of fans can agree with me on that, right? Two Beats, what's up, man? What's going on, man? I had to fix my chair here, get comfortable. Got my mic propped up in a different way so I can get a little bit more relaxed here while we talk. But yeah, man, welcome back to another live stream. Of course, I'm Combo Breaker 99. Yeah, not a busy week, just like I put in the title. Not a crazy week of fights here. It's a slow week, so I thought, of course, we'll talk about GDR and Irene Aldana. I want to talk about Irene Aldana and what would be the wise choice for her. What's a good move for her right now? Should she sit it out? Should she take another fight? What, pull a Carlos Esparza, just wait? We'll see. But yeah, slow week, like I said, pretty much. There's a few things going on, but nothing major. So we'll just kind of talk about what I got on the screen here. A few different fights here. A couple of fight reminders, of course, yeah. And one thing I want to talk about is negative energy, man. Like, not necessarily like, in here. I don't. I mean, that's something I don't tolerate anyway. But yeah, there's negative energy. I just mean like as far as fighters, sometimes. I think fighters sometimes they give too much. They give too much attention to negative energy, and it just kind of puts them in a different place, if that makes sense. So, which I'll give y'all some examples. I'll give y'all some examples when we talk about that. So negative energy is something I just want to speak on. We can liken it to like how people approach the fight game as well. As far as how your fans are fighters, and how people, get a little bit, how they go over a little bit overboard sometimes. So we can liken it to that too. And oh man, there go BJ. BJ, I might save. I'm gonna give you my thoughts tonight, but we might do an open link with you on Sunday, cause I got to talk to you. We got to talk, cause BJ. Yeah, that's another topic. BJ answered the triple threat with his own triple threat, right? BJ done bombed back with his own triple threat. So I gotta acknowledge his triple threat, and I'm gonna speak on it. I spoke on it one night, a couple of nights ago. It was like midnight. I did like a late night live stream, BJ. I didn't really go too heavy in on it. I just talked about Manon Firo a little bit, because I was just sitting up watching her fights, and I was like, man, like she's gonna be a monster in this division. But yeah, we're gonna touch on your triple threat though. We definitely got to. I saw all three of them, man. I should have put all three of them up here. Well, we already got one of them up here, Manon Firo. That's all the one that matter. That's all that matters from yours, right? Mr. Lee, what's up? Mr. Lee, Mark, what's going on? Mr. Lee said, have you ever seen a hockey fight, and did you enjoy it? I seen them. Like, it's been years ago when I was a kid, but I'm not really into hockey, but I can't say I enjoyed it because I can't. I turned to hockey just to see what was going on, but yeah, it was so long ago, man. So long ago. It was so long ago. Like I've seen people throw down, lose teeth in there, but yeah, I haven't really messed with it. So, um, to be said, confirmed in the live chat, BJ versus Combo for the Triple Threat World Champion. Yeah, man. It's sanctioned. This fight is sanctioned. This battle is sanctioned. It's on, man. I mean, hey, I'm always ready. We stay ready. We, you know, BJ just don't. BJ just don't have no last minute injuries. Don't pull out at the last minute. We don't need no late replacements coming in. So yeah, let's get to talking. Now that we talking about late replacements, man. So one of the fights I was looking forward to on this UFC 268 card, I was actually looking forward to this fight a little bit more than Usman Covington, just because it never happened before. Usman Covington 2, we were about to have probably one of the best bantamweight fights we could have, right? This was probably like one of the best bantamweight fights we were gonna get. And Jermaine Duraname, Irene Aldana, that's a style matchup, man. That was like a style matchup. I kind of matched them up like maybe a year or two ago, maybe like 3 years ago, like right after Irene Aldana knocked out Ketlin Vieira. I was kind of like, what would that fight look like? We're going to have the left hook of Irene Aldana and the right hand of GDR. What would that look like? Then lo and behold, when they made the fight, I was ready, man. I was like, come on, like, let's go. But it was too good to be true. It was too good to be true, man. Like, kept my fingers crossed. Wish the best for both fighters. And what happened? Nobody even tested positive, man. GDR had to pull out because of undisclosed injury. So, I mean, I think she was having some right hand issues. Correct me if I'm wrong. But she having some wrist issues, right hand injury issues, like since her last fight. But anyway, yeah, undisclosed injury. She's out. So, I can't really say at this point I'm disappointed or upset, because this is how it goes, right? This is how it's been going. Like, injuries, man. Like, injuries. Like, sometimes I'm thinking, like, are these fighters going that hard? Like, should they go that hard in the gym? That's a question, tacked onto this topic. Like, how hard do some of these fighters go, mate? I know they say you should give it your all, but there's a thing called overtraining. I used to hear that from a boxing trainer, Emmanuel Stewart. He used to say some guys, they train so hard in the gym, they overtrain, and they leave the fight in the gym. So when they get to fight night, they don't have anything. Or in this case, they go so hard that they pull something or break something, And I think they should really save that, like some of that energy for fights. Like, depending on if you're a hard hitter, like, I don't really think in the gym you have to give it your all in every session, like I said, I don't know the situation, but I'm just kind of giving you a scenario. Like, I don't know, man. Like, sometimes I think about it, I'm kind of like, okay, like, you should mostly be working on technique, defense, things like that, but going 100%, I don't really think you need to do that. Like I said, I don't know the situation on what she's injured or what, it just seems like there's always like a last minute thing like that right when training camp is about to start or has started, or right in the middle of it, so who knows. But now that the fight is off, the question is, what does Irene Aldana do right now? Yeah, 2B said he personally rather see it rescheduled. Yeah, me too. I would too, but I'm thinking, like, if Irene is a little antsy, what does she want to do? Like, yeah, because does she sit out or does she wait? Like, for Irene's sake, given the given the significance of this fight and the high caliber of opponent that GDR is, I think it would be better, to wait. In my video, I gave some suggestions like, what should she do? Should she fight with somebody 9 spots lower against Julie Avila? Should she go for the sake of putting on a fight just to get the money and the excitement, an easy win? Well, we don't know if that could be an easy win. That's the thing I want to talk about with Irene Aldana. Like, that's the thing. Like, it would kind of be like her pulling a JoJo, because like there's still some things about Irene similar to like JoJo. You can't really say they're the type that'll be dominant and guarantee them they can go in there and just win another fight, right? Like for Joanne at the time, okay, I said that maybe she need to go ahead and take the Jennifer Maia fight if she want to stay busy, but Maia was just like a totally different animal. When she came in there, she knew it was time, and I mean, like, we really didn't think she was going to go in there and do it in that fashion. But when she did, I was like, man, like, maybe it would have been better just to wait, Same thing might be said for Irene Aldana. Like, you could put her in there with somebody else, reschedule her to fight Aspen Ladd, but was she guaranteed to beat Aspen Ladd? Like, the higher caliber of opponent you fighting, you might not want to put that to risk, right? You might just want to sit out and wait. Like Taylor Santos versus Roxanne Modafferi, when that fight was off and they tried to put her in there, Mandy Bohm, I think she did something smart. She has some visa issues, right? Quote unquote visa issues, which is fine. So they rescheduled Roxanne. That was a much better fight instead of trying to take anybody, You take on, let's see, Taylor might take on an unranked fighter. You don't know what could happen. Styles could clash and she could wind up losing. So same thing could be here. Like Julie Avila could push Irene Aldana, anything could happen, and then boom, you miss out on a much higher caliber fight against a number 1 contender in GDR, because this fight could secure a title shot. And I think the best example is Carla Esparza, right? We've just been talking about Carla, right? Carla's best chance is to sit out, wait for the winner of Rose and Weili at this point, right? I mean, why go in there and risk it? Why risk it against the Rodriguez Dern winner? Or why try to fight Joanna again? You don't do that. Just sit out and wait. You already fought 5 times and won 5 times, so sit out and wait. So same thing might be better for Irene Aldana, because when these opportunities come for certain fighters, you have to kind of treat it like it's gold. The little bags can wait. All them little side hustles, they can wait. I mean, this is opportunity that Irene Aldana might not see anymore. This is opportunity she might not ever see again. And I say that because, style-wise, she doesn't have the most dominant style at 135, right? I mean, she's lost to Holly. Rocky Pennington's beat her. She's lost a few fights. There's certain styles that she can just go in there and dominate, like Kona Sky, Ketlin Vieira. But she's kind of an elite level of the top 5. She is a 50-50 fighter. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like Valentina that can kind of pick and choose it if she wanted to say, oh, like, I can wait, or no, I'm gonna take this fight, then I'll take you on too, 2 months later. No, I don't think that works like that for Irene. So it'd be better for her to just sit out. Let me see. BJ said, meet me in the cage. Yeah, man. Yeah, we're gonna do that, man. Bungalow said, first fighting on ice, and then when it goes down, it's ice. Might as well be submit. 2B said, personally, yeah, okay. He said reschedule. Bungalow said, you can't go full tilt in your training. Too many injuries. Yeah. Mark said it could be anything. Might be a work injury. Yeah, she is a cop. Yeah, she is a cop. Yeah, and that's something to think about too, being a cop. Which do you really want to do more? Like, do you want to be a cop, or do you want to be an MMA fighter? Which do you really want to do? But I mean, being a cop is secure for her, because I guess they're not making bank like that. She's not making. Well, she might be in love with being that too, law enforcement. But at the same time, it's not really it's definitely a job where you're always going to be putting yourself at risk just as much as MMA, right? Your life is always on the line with that job. So, yeah, it could have been a lot of things like that. 2B said, me personally, you can't get a better fight than number one in the bantamweight division. She should definitely wait for GDR in terms of smart career decision. Yeah, because I think that this money holds a lot of, this fight holds a lot of weight and a lot of money. Could lead to more money, because I think we can guarantee that if Irene Aldana does beat GDR, she will face Nunes Pena winner. Bottom line, right? Pretty much, because that's a new look. Amanda Nunes beat everybody else at 135, so that's a guarantee. See, if GDR beats Irene Aldana, it ain't no guarantee, right? Because she already beat her twice. So if Irene Aldana wins, she pretty much will be lined up for a title shot. Holly's at 145. Everybody else has a dance partner at 135 right now. So with everybody being taken, that's a sign, right? I think that's a sign to say, hey, we'll wait. What is that pushback? Maybe December, January next year. So it ain't too long. It's not too long at all. It is for GDR, because GDR has been fought since October, right? She ain't fought since October last year. Damn, time be flying, man. That win still seemed fresh, man. That thing's fresh. She choked out Juliana Pena. I know if it's fresh in my mind, it's still fresh in Pena's mind, man. Wow. Because that thing just seemed like it was not too long ago. And GDR choked her out. I was like, the guillotine. I was like, dang. Still replaying that in my mind. So GDR, let's see. October 2020. Irene Aldana, she bounced back after the Holly Holm loss on that card. She fought Yana Kunitskaya, knocked her out. And now she was going to come back and fight GDR. So with that, she'll probably have to sit out till January next year. Or who knows? It might push it back like at the end of December or something. You don't know. It might be on the Nunes Pena card, depending on what's wrong with GDR. That would be good. That would be good. Mark said UFC should make Aldana backup fighter for Nunes Pena. That too. That's an option. You could be a backup fighter in the meantime. Like if GDR is not gonna be ready by December or January, shoot, I'll be back up. Yeah, that's good. Still guarantee that she can resign or reschedule with GDR, but at the same time make me back up. Carla said she's still gonna be back up for Whaley Rose, right? She gonna wait, but she said, yo, I'm gonna still play backup. So similar situations where it's just about it's just about playing a waiting game at this point, right? And sometimes it's cool to wait. Like, if you've already done the hard part of the job, just kind of wait it out. Just kind of sit back and let that big money, come to you. BJ said Irene's boxing could cause problems. GDR is pretty stationary. She was against Juliana Pena, which is why Juliana landed so much. Holly's footwork beat out Dania. Yeah, I think GDR still will pose problems here. I think well, you know what? That left hook was a problem. Like, Juliana Pena's left hook was landing on GDR, and Irene Aldana's left hook is a monster. So that's why I needed to see it. The right hand versus the left hook. That's why I needed to see it, man. It was going to be good. I still lean towards GDR because I think she is the better overall striker. I don't think GDR is like full on stationary. I think she can still cut you off and her range, her ability to measure range is very, solid. It's solid, second nature with her. So I think she would know how to handle Irene Aldana's pressure. Like Irene, she might take the back foot approach here. And Juliana was straight up brawl mode to me. Like I think Juliana Pena took more chances, and she got hit. Now remember, she did get caught. Like I think Pena's heart and her chin is a little bit more solid. I think it's a little bit more solid because of the way, just how she is. Her chin is good. Her fighting style is a little bit more reckless, which is a gift and a curse. But I think Aldana does have a chance though. Yeah, I think she does. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Holly's footwork and her ground game. Yeah, Holly's footwork and her takedowns and that her wrestling in that fight was a problem. Yeah, for real. So yeah, I think that would be best, man. We just, kind of sit back and, just wait it out. That's all. That's all. I mean, it's not like Irene's ducking or GDR is ducking this fight. You know what I mean? Like, it's not one of those type of situations. It's like I did a show a few weeks ago, about a month ago. Injuries happen, right? It's the fight game. And with MMA, these fighters, they turn around so fast. Their turnaround is quicker than boxing. They're fighting in 3 or 4 months. I know GDR has been out for a year almost, but GDR still will commit to a fight like this of this caliber, man. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that situation. The more I thought about it, y'all made some good points as well. Like it's similar to Carla's situation. Just wait. You wait, the reward's gonna be sweeter. The reward will be sweeter if you just sit out and wait. At best you can play backup, for the title fight. That would be even better, right? Don't take any other fights. But that's the thing though, right? We're saying this, but sources were saying that they're looking for a backup. They're looking for a replacement, right? Maybe they'll give her somebody on that Shakarova level. Somebody guaranteed just to, keep her busy and fill a slot on the card. Shakarova might step in. No, that's too big, man. I'm just playing. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, that's what they were saying. They said they were looking for a replacement. I would just say let's reschedule though. If I was her. So yeah. Anything changes, we'll talk about it though. We'll talk more about it. But since we're about 20 minutes in now, and we got a good audience now, and we cooking a little bit now. Grease is flying. Now I don't really cook with grease. I cook with olive oil now. Grease is flying a little bit. Olive oil's flying a little bit. Let's talk about this triple threat. Yeah, that's right. No Filter MMA. A couple nights ago. Shout out to BJ. Y'all ain't subscribed. Subscribe to BJ. No Filter MMA. Even if he said this, subscribe still. So BJ a couple of days ago did a live stream. If he would have dropped, I don't even think he dropped me a message. He knew. That's why he didn't drop me a message on this one. He ran and did this on the sly. That's why when I saw it, I said, "Oh, okay, I see why he did it. He did it on the sly." Cause when I pulled it up, I was at work. I needed something to listen to, so I said, "Let me pull this up." And I said, "Wait a minute, damn, he already did a live stream." Cause he told me he was going live on Monday, but he couldn't. He was busy or whatever. But Tuesday, he does the live and didn't tell me. And this was the one. He knew I was gonna call in. That's why. But anyways, I pulled this thing up and it was like already done. Live stream was already done, man. And I saw in the title, it said triple threat. I saw the thumbnail. I said, okay, let me go ahead and start this thing. So BJ, he goes in. And he says, all right, this is the official. Oh, BJ, I notice a lot of things. I notice a lot of things. I notice a lot of things I don't even say. Believe me. I notice a lot of things. And I'm not referring to you. I'm just saying, like, in general, amongst this world, the WMMA has a lot of things, It was funny, though. So yeah, he puts out his official no filter MMA triple threat, right? And the roster consists of Montana De La Rosa, Alexa Grasso, and Manon Firo, right? Manon Firo. That's his triple threat. If you know what a triple threat means, that's them 3 fighters that got potential to eventually take over the division, weed out some of these old heads, weed out some of these career fighters that don't want to, challenge the bullet, right? That's what that means, triple threat, And you know what though, I got a bone to pick with BJ now because it's crazy that he's putting Manon Firo in his triple threat when he wasn't feeling that at first. But the one he didn't put was Fear the Maverick. How you not going to put Fear the Maverick in there? Come on. The one he didn't put in there was Miranda Maverick. If he was going to do a triple threat, I know Montana was going to be there. I knew Montana, no doubt, was going to be in there. But I did not. He kind of hit me with a blind spot right there with the Alexa Grasso. And he hit me hard. I mean, he caught me with a 2-piece with Alexa Grasso and Manon Firo. BJ buckled me right there. That was a good straight right hand. He buckled my knee right there, man. I had to take a standing 8 count. So when he put Manon Firo, yeah, that dropped me. I took a knee because I expected him to put Miranda Maverick in there. I mean, you could type it in the chat right now, but why did you not put Miranda in there, BJ? I thought you thought highly of Miranda more so than you did of Manon Firo. What made you think Manon Firo is worth that triple threat now? I gotta know. So he hit me with that night. I mean, I was listening to this. I said, dang, look. Yeah, I respect, putting MDLR in there, because I know you see the potential in there and, she's still young, but I'm more so baffled on why you got Manon in there. I'm baffled, bro. I'm baffled on how you got Manon up in there. Stamina, what's going on? Breaker gang in the house. We cooking in. I mean, we not eating out tonight. We cooking, man, because I'm going in on BJ a little bit here. I had to I'm just having a conversation with BJ about his triple threat from the other night. He didn't even tell me he did the show. I was like, oh, I know what he's doing. I knew what he was doing. Okay, he answered. Let's see. No Filter said, because all 3 of them beat Miranda, and I picked Grasso because I have faith in Grasso to get that kill switch. Dang. He said that with confidence. I hear his voice saying that because all 3 of them beat Miranda. Oh, wow. Come on now. Come on. He said, 2B said, I'm hoping for Grasso to make it to the title shot. I'm still a fan of Grasso, no doubt. For sure. But this is a crazy division. This is a division full of big, strong girls, and grapplers. But, back on track here. Okay, so he baffled me, man, with this. Man, I can't believe he did not put Miranda. I mean, you say all 3 of them beat him, but you forgetting the one thing about Miranda that we know for sure. Like, the one thing I know about Miranda for sure that's more sure shot than Manon. And it's not even that far ahead. Like, Miranda, I see Miranda. I've been watching Miranda and following Miranda before I had Manon Firo, but I've seen all of Manon Fio's fights too, and I've been watching her training and, just, kind of watching her vibe and, her body language and her attitude. I also been watching Miranda Mavericks and, been hearing her interviews and, again, seeing all her fights. So out of seeing both of them, I would say just a little bit, like off of well-roundedness, I had to give the edge to Miranda just a little bit here because she has beaten the better opponents in the UFC. And I've seen her approach switch up in the game so far, like her IQ. She's used her mind a little bit more. She's had to adjust more. She's used striking. She's used her grappling. She's had to, wrestle here and there, fight in the clinch. And I mean, we can all keep saying it's an L, but she's beaten the better caliber of opponents too, right? Miranda Maverick has beat Jillian Robertson, Liana Jojua, because Liana Jojua is a better win than Victoria Leonardo. And Jillian Robertson is a better win too, right? And in my opinion, she did beat Macy Barber. I know it's an L on paper, but she showed us that she can nullify a dangerous puncher. One that's heavy, the one that packs power. In my opinion, she beat all three of them styles. She beat some, unranked fighters that, and one former ranked fighter in Jillian Robertson. To me, that tells me she has the ability to grow in this division because she should be on a 3-fight winning streak. I don't care what anybody said. Miranda's on a 3-fight winning streak, in my opinion, and what she's proven in her 3 fights definitely say that she's graduated to that next level. Maybe styles make fights for that one time where it should have been a close win for Miranda, if you want to say that. But for the next level, I think she would have been prepared for it. Because I think a win, if they would have gave her that fight, it would have put her confidence in another way to make me say, okay, it's time to grow and let's take it to the next level. But now it's kind of like, I don't know if it's kind of messing with her or what. And now it's kind of questioning like what's going to happen. But her mood and her attitude right now with those 3 wins just tell me, though, they tell me that she is a fighter that carries that potential. She carries that potential. More so than Montana. I'm comparing her to Montana right there. I think she's just got a better level than Montana because she's shown that she can beat those type of fighters. And I think she used her striking well in her game of fighting on the inside well in that Macy Barber fight. They just didn't give her the win. That's all it is. They just didn't give her the win, man. No feels okay. B just said if it was a quad threat, I'd be Miranda for sure. You better put Miranda in there right now. There gonna be some issues. B just said with Miranda beat Manon though, we ain't talking about that yet. Because that fight don't need to happen. Don't need to happen right now. Not till they're in the top 10 or top 5. That fight don't need to happen right now. We talking about the fighters around. We talking about what's going on around. All right, I was looking more at what would happen if they all win their next fights. Okay. I would understand if you put her in there for you, since you needed to see more from Manon Fiorot. I thought you would have put her in there after she beats Mayra Bueno Silva. If she beats Mayra Bueno Silva. That's how I seen it. Because I know you said it. I think Marcus Bell also said it that, he needs to see a little bit more from her. So I was kind of thinking that. That's why I said you probably would have had Montana, Miranda, and Grasso in there first. But Grasso, I think. So my thoughts, with the for you with Manon, I thought you might need to see one more win before you put her. That's why I would say I thought you would have put Miranda in there over her. See, I put them both in mine, but Montana, I can't talk you out of Montana. I know why you put her in there. I mean, you see something that I don't see. I mean, you see, you know the hard work she's putting in, which I'm not knocking. I just seen her lose some to the same level of competition that Macy Barber has, and I think she's kind of on a similar level. I think she's kind of on a similar level of Macy Barber. To me, she might have a bit of a. I might give her more edge and experience, and definitely on ground game. I think her ground game is better. So something about her. When you analyze them, you might have to put Montana a little bit over Macy. I mean, forget the rankings, right? Forget the rankings. I mean, if you really want to look at, when you want to look at just raw talent, y'all probably think I'm crazy for saying this, but I think Montana's a little bit better than Macy. Maybe, technical wise, but I mean, Macy does have the better. Macy has an edge in resume, but I think when it comes to skill, Montana is showing more growth in her wrestling and her striking. Okay, there I said it. So when you look at them, they're very similar. The thing is with Macy is that they're just throwing her in everybody's face. They're seeing it more as more hype behind her because she's doing more talking, and they want to push her as the next youngest champion, which we know that's not gonna happen. I mean, that's not gonna talk you into that's not gonna talk you into a win against the Bullet, right? It's good what happened in the Roxanne fight happened now, rather than she be given a easy road to Valentina, then get destroyed, right? So, yeah, okay, yeah, all right. I see Montana in there for you. Okay, Montana, I can see it in there for you for potential triple threat. Let's see. Grasso. Thing that Grasso lacks to me is the fact that she cannot turn it on, man. Like, though, you're right. I did say that, but if Manon goes out here and stops Silva, she's on a launching pad. Oh yeah. I think she's there now because of just the way she's been approaching, man. Like, just the way she's been approaching the game, man. Like, she doesn't. A lot of the fighters on her level don't have that same type of attack like she does, and that type of dominance. That kill mode. Like, Manon be out here destroying. Even when she was in her UAE, like, she's like hitting with bad intentions, and when she's on the ground, it's bad intentions. Inside fighting with bad intentions. So yeah, that's why I see her there now. But Grasso, back to Grasso. I think Grasso has. I think she has. I think what she's been lacking in Killer Instinct has really been making. She's made up for it in like her technical abilities. Working on the wrestling, working on the ground game, working on a little bit of everything. So I think that. Yeah, well, I would definitely give Grasso. I give you that. I definitely give you Grasso. I give you that. I'm trying to think who though could she get through, like one of the gatekeepers though. Who one of the gatekeepers she could get through though? Let me see. But she gotta get by JoJo, and I don't know if I see her doing that. Well, let me backtrack. If she can't beat JoJo, which I think is gonna be, I gotta lean towards JoJo in that fight. Gotta disagree with that on your triple threat, then BJ. I had to do the math real quick in my mind. I gotta take. I can't put Grasso on there. I think Taylor Santos is on there because I think with her physicality and her style, her size and her strength, we'll see it in this. We'll see how it looks in this Roxy fight. It could very well be a problem, man. Yeah, for sure. Gordon said, "Who wins here? Two fantasy matchups: Valentina, Zhang Zinon, Valentina. I would pick Valentina in that fight. Rose versus Angela Lee. Mm, hmm. That's like I have to think about that one. Like that's the kind of fighter like Rose is. Like Rose good at certain things, but I think she can kind of be thrown off game with certain type of styles. Like she's not as well rounded as Valentina. That's a tough one. Yeah, BJ, not BJ. 2B said Angela Lee. Yeah, I mean, I can't disagree with you on that. I kind of lean towards it myself, just seeing off of what I've seen. Um, I don't know. That's a question. That's a good question. I'm gonna have to come back to that sometime. But yeah, Valentina wins that fight though. Yeah. So okay. So BJ triple threat here. Let's see. If Montana, oh, if Montana beats Macy Barber, you might be on to something. You know what I mean? Like not just because we know that she's technically better, but we'll be on to something because she'll be knocking somebody out of the with a hype name behind them. If she can do what Miranda couldn't do, then you might. If she does it convincingly, then okay, we'll definitely stand it. So two of your triple threats, well, one of them with Manon Firo, you're putting her in there premature for your standards. That's how I see it. But for Montana, also premature. I mean, it'll be guaranteed depending on what she does to Macy Barber. Like if she go in there and blast Macy Barber out, no controversial, no controversy. She does what Miranda didn't do, then okay. I give you that. Montana will be stapled. She'll be stapled on that wall then. Triple threat. Nah, I still don't agree. Grasso though. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I'm glad you saw the light with Manon though. I'm glad you saw the light. Yeah, if she does, man, yeah, if she beats Macy, because if she gets Macy out of the way, then the height fighter that they want to get back to the top is going to be out of the way, right? And if Montana can do that, that counts for something. That definitely counts for something. Now, will Montana beat some of these other technically better fighters? That's still a question. Because, again, this is going to be more of a name. It's not necessarily that Montana's going to be beating the best talent. Like, I think if Montana had beaten Viviane Araújo, that fight holds more weight than beating a Macy Barber. You know what I mean? Like, beating Macy Barber is a win because it's going to push you to that next level. You beat somebody with a name, not necessarily skills. You beat Viviane Araújo, you beat somebody with skill that's going to put you into the top 10. So, yeah, like if Montana had beat Andrea Lee and she beat Viviane Araújo, we wouldn't even be having this talk right now. She would be in the top 10, right? She'd be right there, taking on Caitlin Chikagan in her next fight, or she would have already taken on Andrade in her next fight. So Yeah, so um, this win will definitely do a lot for her, spotlight wise, and yeah, it will, it will. So you'll have to put her in there for you, for you, BJ. I'll give you that when that happens. BJ said, I think Grasso can turn it up. She ain't got a choice at 125. Yeah, I mean, yeah, she got a she has to. I don't know if she can though. Just because when I see like her frame, I still think when I see her frame and her style, I keep thinking of straw weight. Like her style is so good for straw weight, but when you get in the 125-pound division, it's like you have to be well rounded, man. You got to be well rounded. You got to be strong, like very, very heavy with your wrestling. I mean, that's just me from what I've been seeing. And like I said, make sure y'all hit the like, man. You know, like I said, hit the like button. I'll keep doing these. Mark says, Sarge Eubanks, not worthy of your triple threat list. I think she causes problem. Look, Sarge, she's special to me. Like, Sarge is special. Sarge is special in the way, like, if she can stay on weight and look good against whoever her next opponent is, I'll be cool with her picking up right where she left off. Like, to me, she's kind of like this wild card. Like, if she can look good in her next flyweight fight against a legit opponent, and first off, number one, make weight. If she can make weight and look good, she can jump over all of them to me, because I'm still counting with her tough house. You know, I'm still counting that work there, and you know, some of her fights at bantamweight, because you know, she still had to grow as a fighter at that weight. You know, her wins over Lauren Murphy and Roxanne count for something. I think it's more just down. It comes down to weight with her. It comes down to weight and trying to evolve. So Sarge is not in that one because I think what she has something that they haven't experienced yet, if that makes sense. Like, she's already been in the UFC, and like what she has just need to be woken up. You know, she has to be woken up. Like, that's my thing with Sarge. Every time I see Sarge, I'm like, what are you doing? You know, I'm like, Sarge, what are you doing, man? I'm like, Sarge, come on, just make weight and you can get this. You can at least get back to the top. And that's who you need to be in there with. You need to be in there with the Jennifer Myers, Jessica Andrade, Calvillos. That's who you need to be fighting. Jessica I. You don't need to be worried about these other fighters. Like, see, Manon, Miranda, and Taylor, they need them top 10 fighters to prove to us that, and prove to y'all that this is the triple threat. Or like, hey coach, what's going on? Like the coach is the big three. Yeah, man, coach, you need to get on Sunday. Man, I get both of y'all on Sunday. We need to talk about this triple threat maybe Sunday. We need to do open link on Sunday. And we got to talk about, like he says, the big three. I got triple threat. We need to talk about those, man. Yeah, Sunday. Let's try to get on Sunday. Sunday open link. You know, I ain't doing much on Sunday, so. Stamina says Sarge needs to show her potential. She's let herself down a couple times already. I can't immediately accept her having staying power back at flyweight just yet. Yeah, like, to me, Sarge just needs to get the mind right. Like, I think everything else is there, man. Like, already beat Roxy, already beat Lauren Murphy. All right, let's go. Let's pick back up. You know, let's get in there with Jessica I. You know, get Jessica I out of the way. Jennifer Maya. Yeah, so she's not in that one because she got more than potential already. You know, she's been there. That's how I see it. Mark said Eubanks versus Maverick might be worth booking. That'd be a good fight. That'd be good. But I think Eubanks needs somebody bigger, man. I think at this point, well, nah, giving her Jennifer Maya might be crazy. I don't know. Eubank versus Maverick. That's good. You do that because that's another fight. I want to see where her weight is. I want to see where her weight is again. Get her weight right, and if she looked good against Miranda. If she beats Miranda, then go on, take her to Jennifer Maia next, right? But I think Miranda, she's been making weight, and like I said, she's showing a high IQ. I think her striking is good. I think she would just need to avoid the ground. Oh yeah, like Sarge's ground game. No man, like Miranda's good. Miranda's good, but I gotta give credit to Sarge, what she does on the ground and her control. Still think she beat Aspen Ladd in that second fight. I mean, I know some of y'all think I know Coach said that too. I think Sarge beat Aspen Ladd in that second fight. With her ground game. BJ liked that fight. He said, "Oh, Mark, yeah." I mean, it's not a bad fight. It's definitely a good fight. I mean, that's a fight where she would have to get her weight and make sure her game is right. For Miranda, that's gonna be her biggest test at this weight, at flyweight. And if she beats Sarge, then that would put her right back into the mix, even though Sarge ain't ranked. Tubi said, what time on Sunday? Probably like 7. Like always, like 7 p.m., 7:15. Yeah, probably around that time. And whenever you guys come on, Coach come on, BJ come on, I just want to know what each of you see in your your 3 potential fighters. And what do y'all mean by it? Because when I mention it, people get so hung up and think I'm overrating these fighters. Like, Coach, when you get on and you explain it too on why you picked these 3, you got to explain it to these people sometime, because they're like, oh, you overrating them. You trying to say they're the greatest of all time. I'm like, how do I saying they're great? I'm not saying they're great. I'm saying they have potential. Even you, BJ, if you mention Montana, like why you put her in there, you have to tell people why you put her in there. They're thinking you think she's the next champion or like she's number 1 contender. I'm not saying that. Like, I'm not saying that Montana is. I'm not saying that Miranda or Taylor Santos is taking the belt in their next fight. No, I'm saying there's potential there. I mean, it's just something you have to explain. I mean, people don't understand that, prospects are prospects. Or, what you see in their growth, potential contenders, they don't understand it. Gore Moore said younger Grasso's cardio was better. From Guadalajara, 5,000 feet elevation. Their reach and height are about the same. Both purple belts and BJJ, but JoJo has more striking skills and experience. Yeah, I agree, man. I think JoJo, her striking, JoJo's grit, JoJo's a dog, and JoJo has better striking selection. Like, JoJo mixes in kicks. Like, JoJo's kicks are like a jab. You know what I mean? That's why she's like, four-handed in there. The feet are coming the same way the hands are coming. She just don't throw. She just don't throw hands. She's throwing everything, and she's great head control. Her, body punches. But then Grasso, she's a great boxer, on the level she's on. I don't think anybody's boxing, in that 6 through 10 really touches Grasso in the flyweight division. 6 through 10, I said. 6 through 10, I think Grasso's boxing is probably the best. Yeah, Coach. Big 3 are the most technical. That's why I say, man, I think that, they're the most technical, man. That's what helps them. That's what helps them stand out. They're the most technical. Like, I'm not saying that they are great, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're the most technical fighters. I know for MMA, BJ said I'd rather see Alima get signed. Keelholtz and Velasquez are boring. BJ, I know you didn't say that. BJ, you trying to get timed out? BJ, you say Keelholtz is boring? BJ Stamina says step away from the window. BJ, you about to get pushed out the window. Oh wow. Now BJ just he fueled for round 2 on Sunday. When he come on Sunday, he got to explain. He got to explain this, man, for real. On Sunday, you got to break this down. Oh my God. He said Keelholtz is boring. No, man, styles make fights. You know, and Velasquez, I think Velasquez is a very good technical fighter. I could see where you say she's boring. But you said Keelholtz is boring? Oh, man, like, I'm going to mute for the rest of the night and just sit here. I'm going to let y'all talk. No, man, Keelholtz ain't boring, though, man. Keelholtz is exciting, man. She's finished 5 or 6 of her Bellator wins. And she was the one pushing the work, too, you know what I mean? Like, she was actually doing all the work in there. He said Keelholtz isn't as boring as Juliana, but that title fight was ugly. I don't think it was like, the title fight wasn't boring. It wasn't boring because of Keelholtz. You know, Keelholtz was trying to fight. She was trying to press it. She was taking chances, you know. I think, you know, styles were making fights that night. And it was, you know, Velasquez, that's her style of, you know, being technical like that. But when it comes down to, like, you know, excitement, you know, Keelholtz is more exciting than both of them. Alimale and Keelholtz is more exciting than Alimale, McFarlane, and Velasquez. Because, again, she finished 5 out of... Did she finish 6 of her Bellator wins or 5 of them? Either way, she's finished. She, you know, everybody except the champion. She finished Kate Jackson. Who else did she finish? Oh, man. She was knocking girls out. Was it Emily King? She's exciting, though. Yeah, Kate Jackson. Yeah, coach. Yeah, Kate Jackson was one of them. Yeah, she's exciting, man. She's not boring. Alimale a little bit more boring. Alimale, yeah, like, you know, again, like, boring doesn't necessarily mean I'm saying person bad fighter, but I'm just saying, like, when you talk about boring, no thrills, I would say it's between them two. Keelholtz, you can't even put her in that argument of being boring. Yeah, Jackie Bunton, I seen her, man. That girl got a mean left hook. Jackie Bunton she hard. Jackie Bunton is hard, man. He said Alimale is always hunting for the finish. So is Keelholtz. Keelholtz is always hunting for the finish. You know, Keelholtz is always trying to knock you out or throw them kicks, you know. So I think Keelholtz is not boring at all, man. She hasn't been in one single boring fight. I think the championship fight she had wasn't boring. I think Velasquez and Alimale, their fight was a little bit more boring than Keelholtz's. Their title fight was boring. Yeah, let me see here. Yeah, Christina Williams. Yeah, she was like submitting and finishing girls, man. Laura's another one that's exciting, you know. Laura, she's not boring either. Yeah, Jackie Bunton got hands, man. She got some very good, the way she can measure her range and throw them hooks. She's very, 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 very aggressive too, man. I love it. But let me see. Yeah, I like the kickboxing and then Muay Thai, man. Yeah, One FC, I like how they switch it up. You know, the kickboxing's fun, the Muay Thai is fun. Then you got MMA. I was like, I don't know if y'all heard too, man. The review of the Denise Zambawanga fight that was pushed out. They're not overturning it. Oh yeah, yeah. Velasquez, you said Velasquez would get smoked by Valentina. Alimale wouldn't. I don't know, man. Who stands a better chance against Valentina, Velasquez or Alimale McFarlane? Hmm, that's the thought. I'm gonna hold that thought though. What else? Like I said, I ain't have too much here. I'm just posting up fight reminders too here. Yeah, got a few fight reminders on the screen here. Y'all know Mallory Martin and Montserrat Ruiz are about to fight. Yeah, the triple threat thing. Triple threat that we ain't done yet. Big three, we ain't done yet, man. We'll discuss it more on Sunday. I already BJ know why I got my triple threat. I already told y'all why I got these up here, but he's gonna have some arguments. I mean, he definitely gonna have a good argument to stand on, depending on if Montana comes out of this Macy Barber fight. If Montana comes out the winner, yeah, you'll have a better argument to stand on. And you put Minone in there, so you're almost thinking clear. BJ, you seeing clear. You seeing clear. Your vision is partially good. You see Minone in the light, so you're almost there. You're almost there. You just need to rub out that Grasso in Montana. Yeah, then you put Miranda and Taylor in your vision, and you'll be seeing straight, man. You'll be seeing straight. Right now, you seeing okay, but you bumping into too many walls. Yeah, you about to fall out the window too. Talking about Velasquez, we're talking about kill hopes. You better take whatever's out your eye, man, because you about to fall out the window, man. Oh man. He said, yeah, McFarlane. Oh man, he said McFarlane would have. Bunton is 125 pounds. It'd be a real boost to the UFC. I think Bunton would fare well in Bellator's for sure. I think she'd make it far in Bellator's flyweight division. I'm trying to think of what her style would be like with some of these grapplers in the UFC, man. That's the thing. Yeah, we got we got that fight too, BJ. Yeah, two beasts. It's to be continued, man. It's to be continued. Okay, so yeah, quick fight reminders here, man. Montserrat Ruiz and Mallory Martin. I saw this on both of their IGs. Got a strawweight fight coming up, and this fight here, man, it's not even like something I really want to see technical wise. This fight gonna be grimy, man, because both of these fighters, they gritty, man. They get down. Like Mallory Martin, she like a street fighter to me. Like, she kind of got that attitude, like she like to throw down and just fight. You seen some of her early fights in Invicta. She like to ground and pound. She hard. It's a grimy fight, man. And y'all know Montserrat Ruiz. I ain't even got to describe what she gonna bring to the table. So you put Mallory, Montserrat Ruiz in there, this gonna be a grimy fight. Because Mallory gonna want to take it to the ground and use her ground and pound. And Ruiz, she'll help you get there by throwing you around with that headlock. She'll gladly toss your head and take you down to the ground. Matter of fact, man, when we get off here, I might go back and watch that You know the video that somebody made where they showed Ruiz tossing up Cheyenne Bays every single round. I'm gonna pull that up after this. Yeah, so you got that fight. That's a unranked strawweight fight that it's gonna be good. It's a good dog fight. That's a good grimy fight. Ruiz, Mallory Martin. That's the matchup they should have put Ruiz in the first place. Like Ruiz should have never been fighting Amanda Lemos. No way. Amanda Lemos, Ruiz never should have happened. This the fight that should have happened. Mallory, Ruiz, good clash of styles. You got that wrestling Ruiz, judo throwing you. Mallory Martin still got some holes in her game, but she's a scrappy fighter. So yeah, look out for that one. What's the date? Let me see. Oh, that's December 4th. We still far out from it, but just remember that one's coming. Damn, man, she choked out Hannah Cyphers. She choked out Hannah Cyphers too. Wow. So yeah, this gonna be one of them fights. Like you see, man, like you ever see two, women just hardcore throwing down at the club or something, out in the street. That's the type of vibe they give me, man. They hard. They don't mind fighting on pavement. Forget that. I ain't doing it, man. I ain't trying to get brain damage or hurt. You know what I'm talking about though. Like out in the street, you out there, you see them girls outside sometime, or guys when we come out the club and they be on the pavement fighting, and she got heart. They both got heart. Not me. But yeah, I'm gonna watch that when I get over here, man. I'm gonna see Ruiz tossing up. Okay, so that's one fight down. Okay, what else we got? Luana Carolina, Marina Moreau. No, we ain't really talked about that fight. Luana Carolina, Marina Moreau. That's a flyweight fight. I know why we haven't. I kind of know why we haven't talked about it. Everybody thinks Marina Moreau might not show up, right? That's October 16th. We're about a month away. Luana Carolina, Marina Moreau, another unranked flyweight fight. That would have been a good fight for Luana and Miranda. That would have been an interesting fight. Yeah, 5'6". Yeah, Luana Carolina is that tall, long, good measuring fighter. I think her clinch game could be better because she's so tall and long. She needs to know how to use those knees. Marina Moreau, more of a boxer, fast hands in and out. I give the edge to Luana Carolina in this fight. I think that if she keeps it on the outside, and if she surprises Marina Moreau on the ground, this might be her fight. Because Luana, she did show some improvement on her ground game. Close fight with Poliana Bateo. She was showcasing some good skills. Even against Priscilla Cachoeira. Like Luana Carolina, y'all know she beat Priscilla Cachoeira, so she's good with fighters with hands. She has enough ground game to, I think, throw Marina Moreau off. So hopefully Marina Moreau shows up. That fight's going down next month, October 16th. So December 4th is your, grimy fight, boy, Mallory Montserrat. Then we got October 16th, flyweight fight, Luana Carolina, Marina Moreau. Yeah, so yeah, like I said, that kind of fly. I understand, yeah, flies under the radar. They're not the big names. But let's talk. Don't forget this fight, Andrea Lee and Jessica Ai. Which to me, going in this fight, I think Andrea Lee definitely has more than enough tools to beat Jessica Ai. I think she's got way more than enough tools to beat Jessica Ai. But the question is, will she put it together? Will she keep it going like she did against Antonina Shevchenko? Let me see what y'all talking about here. Let me go back up. Yo. BJ is breaking out all caps. BJ said, can Miranda beat Grasso? I think she can. I mean, what happens happens. I mean, but I think she can beat her. Yeah. Bungalow said if you missed the Yamaguchi's walkout in the Grand Prix, you missed something special. Oh yeah, yeah. You told me about that. She came out to Black Sabbath, right? Yeah, I saw it though. Gordon said Nicolini looked like the new Khabib of WMMA until Zong made her look like a child. Yeah, Nicolini, man, Nicolini was not ready for that, man. She was not ready. Oh, Emily Whitmire wants to avenge that loss to Robertson. Okay, okay. All right. Okay, okay. At least she got a goal, man. Shout out to Emily. I like Emily Whitmire. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Cheyenne Bays is fighting Loma Labutni. Yeah, that's another one, November 20th. We got on I'm looking forward to that one. Loma, boy. I'm going with Loma early. Stamina said Carolina versus Moreau is Marina's fight to lose. Luana's is Molasses slow in there. She is like Luana's slow, but there's a method to it. Like it works. I mean, it ain't gonna work when you get to the higher level, but she can make it work to a certain extent. Cause even like, Moreau was faster than Myra Buena Silva, but Myra Buena Silva was still hitting that head. To be said, Andrea Lee versus Jessica. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, that's what we're talking about. Andrea Lee and Jessica it is like it's one of them fights where I can see taking it again because I said was better than Vivian Araujo, but look what happened there. I picked Caitlin Kagan to beat Jessica, but look what happened there. I think Andrea Lee can do it. I think Andrea Lee again has more than enough. She's got more than enough. She has the wrestling. She's got the judo. She's got the ground game. She's got the hands. But this will have to be a fight where Andrea Lee does not try to box with Jessica. Like, you don't want to stand with her. Don't give her that chance. I think Andrea Lee's ground game, her jiu-jitsu is way better than Jessica's. I mean, that's just me. I think that, Andrea Lee having the game plan perfect game plan to execute on the ground, and this one's gonna, that's gonna be critical to take this win. It's gonna be a critical part of the game. If not, you'll just let Jessica win off of effective pressure and her jab and her right cross, like she usually does. But I lean towards I'm leaning towards Andrea Lee in this one, just a little bit. Not even a little bit. I think Andrea Lee's got more than enough, man. I think she's more on the uprise here. She was, in my opinion, before deteriorating. But, she's kind of showing another level, man. Like, where Jessica I's kind of been on the downside. She's been, like, barely getting by with these wins. She's not as dominant even with her wins, right? So, I'm going to give Andrea Lee the edge early here. I think that was you, BJ. Did you say that, BJ? I don't know though, man. Maybe. Yeah, you said. I think you said if Manon beats Myra Buena Silva, she could fight the loser of this fight, right? So maybe if Andrea Lee loses, she could fight Manon Firo. But if it don't, even if it don't work out that way, if Manon Firo beats Myra Buena Silva, I think she gets to fight Andrea Lee, Jessica I winner. That would be good, man. That would be a good fight. Yeah, let's see that. Yeah, I did want that fight. Jillian Roberts versus Andrea Lee. Yeah, I wanted that fight. Or I wanted Miranda and Andrea Lee to fight, but they train together, so I don't think that's gonna happen. But yeah, that would have been good. Yeah, BJ. Yeah, that would be good. Like, I think regardless if Andrea Lee win or loses, shoot, Manon Firo should be her next opponent. If Manon looks good against Myra Bueno Silva, I mean, is that too big a jump for y'all? Yeah, because she's fighting unranked fighters, right? So give her. Wow, I don't know, man. Myra Bueno, not if she beats Myra Bueno Silva, Manon Firo will fight the winner of Montana and Macy. Or the loser of I and Andrea Lee. Yeah, that would be better. Because that person would have to fight down. Yeah. Yeah, that would be good. That would be good. What else? So yeah, this fight here, man, I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be a good fight to watch. I could see either one of them pulling it out though, like just off of how they looked in their past performances. Like neither one of them is like dominant. So I don't know. Aspen Ladd and Macy Chiasson. It's hard to pick against Macy in this fight for me, man. I just think Macy has more than enough, size and power. But then again, Aspen Ladd has that, she has that ability to get on the inside with her pressure. But I don't know if she can, she's got the defense to get away from the power. I know she's not going to take those reckless chances like she did against GDR, so we'll see, man. We'll see. I don't know again, man, because what has Aspen Ladd done to get to number 3? Like, I'm just asking because when you look at the accomplishment that Macy Chiasson had, I mean, at least, she was the Tough House winner, right? She was the Tough House winner for the featherweight edition, I know, but I mean, she did win something. She did beat somebody, she did beat legit competition in a tournament. But when they threw her here at bantamweight, it's just kind of like she didn't never really get to excel, because of the weight. So I think Macy and Aspen are kind of in the same boat. I think the only thing that's separating them is the rankings, which is politics, right? I think when it comes down to skill and talent, Aspen, you probably give her the edge a little bit. Give her a little bit of the edge, but they're not too far apart. That's why I say anything could happen in this fight. It's not like when it was GDR. When GDR was in there with Aspen, I said, oh, GDR's got this, This is more like on the same level. BJ said Manon takes KGB out. He said, I think winner of Montana Macy gets a top 10. Yeah, I think so too, man. I think Montana Macy might fight the winner of Taylor Roxy, or they might fight the winner of Alexa and JoJo. I mean, we got a doggone tournament, y'all. Y'all just ain't looking, man. But we got the unranked fighters fighting. We got the lower level fight. We got the mid rank. We got the gatekeepers. We got the champion fighting. We got another flyweight shakeup. I know the strawweight division is, a little bit better when it comes to skill and talent, but I mean, flyweights, man, they active, man. We got a tournament, man. I gotta do a show with that, man. I gotta do a show, man. Like, I gotta find all these fights and put them together, and then we gonna have to talk about who fights who, man. Starting with Macy, Montana, and Taylor, Roxy, Calvillo Andrade, JoJo Grasso, all the way up to the champion. Shevchenko, Murphy. I'm talking, we got a tournament, man. So we could just sit here and say, okay, this person wins, this person get that person. And it kind of falls into that place. I mean, we actually get a lot of fights we want at flyweight until they pull in a strawweight that don't need to be there. Yeah, Stamina. Stamina said Aspen beat the right girls at the right time and was looked on favorably while injured. Yeah, she's not done anything exceptional, but she doesn't suck. Exactly. Yeah, that's my point. Like nothing like great, nothing great, but at the same time, yeah, it doesn't suck at all. No, like she kind of on the same level. Her and Chase on the same level. Maybe a little bit of the edge, like I said, because she's been there longer. But yeah, yeah, not bad at all. Not at all. I just don't. I think number 3 is too high for her. Aspen Macy needs to happen. Dang. Oh yeah. I was thinking Macy Barber for a second. I was like, dang. Yeah, Montana versus JoJo. Taylor versus Macy. Yeah. And then at some point, Roxy and Miranda Maverick. That would need to happen. Manon Firo versus Roxy. Got to throw Sarge in there. Sarge is like the wild card, like I said. Sarge got to be up in there somewhere, man. So yeah, we got a flyweight tournament show coming because a couple weeks, man, we got 4 flyweight fights coming up. So yeah, we gotta talk, man, because you gotta do wild cards too. Like I said, like Sarge, where you put him, where do you put him? And I have to consult the flyweight correspondent because no filter. BJ, he the flyweight correspondent. He stay on the flyweight, so. He said want to see Misha beat Aspen. She gotta get past Ketlin first. But yeah, man, that's yeah. BJ, he's a flyweight correspondent around these parts. What else? So yeah, man. Yeah, I think the last thing I was talking about, yeah, man, like negative energy though, man. Like I said, nothing to do with what I'm doing around here, or me. What I want to talk about with negative energy is just like how I think fighters, they respond to it too much. I think a lot of fighters, they give that stuff too much energy. Like sometimes when you're on social media, I see a lot of fighters instead of giving life and giving acknowledgement to like all of their fans that are saying good things about them, instead of just constantly posting that stuff, I'm always seeing fighters always posting up the bad things that people say, or the offensive things that people say. Like if I'm just scrolling through somebody's IG story, somebody's screenshotting something nasty or something perverted that they said about them, I was like, I don't want to see that. I mean, I know they said it to you, but and you're trying to put that person on blast, whoever said it, but it's kind of like, I really don't want to look at that. Like, you're a fighter, like, keep it positive. Like, just post up what people are saying. Like, if somebody leave good comments to me, on a video, they say they enjoy hearing me, I be sharing that. I'd be like, yo, you like the video I did, or you like when I do a live stream, I'll post that up. Because that's what, like I said, that's what makes me want to do it. I mean, everybody gonna say something negative here and there, but like I said, I just don't give it life, man. Like, I see too many fighters do that, and to me, it's usually the ones that you notice that they tend to be really sensitive, or they're not focused on what's going to do them good. Or they just like drama. You know what I mean? Like, they just like drama. And like I said, that ain't me. I'm like, of course, I'm not them and they're not me, but to me, it's just, I think a lot of these fighters and whoever it is would fare better if they just kind of ignored that stuff. Like, don't even post it. Like, I don't want to see that. Like, in some type of way, are you kind of bragging that they're saying something nasty to you or perverted? Like, why even put that up there? Like, I know you want to show people that there's a lot of crazy people online, but it's like, yo, just block them. Or if they say you're not a good fighter, why even put that up? Why not just continue to screenshot the thousands and thousands of people that are giving you good energy? And I think that you can kind of see that reflect in fighters. You know what I mean? Like, you see it reflect. Like I said, I was looking. I'm not gonna put the fighter's name out, but I was just scrolling through the IG story, and I'm like, why even put that up? Like, are you in some way flattered that he said something nasty to you? I was like, if that was me, I would be like, yo, block this son. I'm blocking him, son. You know what I mean? I'm blocking him. Be like, he say, like, even if somebody says something negative to me on my channel, I'm like, you gone. That's it. I just block them. I'm not even gonna post it up on my IG or tell y'all about it. Like, if there's people that's saying stuff to me, y'all don't need to know about it. If it's negative, you don't need to know about it, because I ain't giving it no energy. I ain't giving it no drama. But if you continue to say, okay, I'm posting these pictures of me up, and then, oh man, this guy, he keeps saying this and that. Like, he keep talking about my butt, or he keep talking about this and that. Or you're putting the screenshot of it up. In a way, you must kind of like it, because you're feeding into the negative energy. In a way, you must kind of like it, because you want us to see it. Because I don't want to see it. Because if it's negative and it ain't got nothing good or anything to help me grow, I don't want to see it. I mean, maybe it helps you. You know what I mean? Maybe it's helping you out. I don't get it, though. I mean, I know y'all, I'm talking about a lot of the WMMA fighters right now. That's what I'm focused on. And, because I follow so many, and I know since they're women, they're going to get crazy people. But it's like, don't even pay it on mind. Like, post some fight stuff. Keep it fight related. I know it's the same as women in the street, same as women in the workplace. Men are going to say crazy things, but, just block it. At least on IG, you can block it. You ain't got to pay it no mind. But I just get sick of them saying, oh man, he said this and that. And you be like, oh, let me post it up. Everybody can see it. It's like, what is that going to do? Instead of posting what the good people are saying. Like when Coach says he reaches out to Carla, a good example. BJ reaches out to Montana. BJ reaches out to Montana for an interview. Coach reaches out to Carla, and they don't answer. But instead, I see these type of fighters posting up what people are saying negative about them. What good is that going to do you? Instead of taking a chance with somebody who's going to build your brand and be positive about it, BJ, you a big promoter for Montana. I mean, posting that type of, a good interview with a person like you, that's going to get a person farther than hearing, what somebody said about my butt or my face or something like that. You know what I mean? Same with Carla's situation. People ask you to post news and things. You're like, I don't want to hear that. If they told you that and you're not going to do it, don't bother. So it's just one of them things, man. Negative energy given out, and you feed it, it grows. It grows and it grows. And then you wonder why you can't get rid of it. You know what I mean? You wonder why you can't get rid of it. Well, you just kept feeding into it and feeding into it. So, yeah, that was just my take on that. Because, like I said, following WMMA, you're going to see a lot of women having to deal with that type of stuff. And I'd say best way to deal with it is just ignore it, block them, get them out. Don't deal with it. Don't even share it. We don't want to see it. Stamina said, I feel you, Jesse. Just stay putting people's business on Front Street. Sometimes it's funny, but some are clearly just courting attention. Exactly. Yeah, people are just looking for attention at that point. Like, especially when you know it's a fake account with no face on it. Like, I've had people say crazy things, you know, like, and they don't have no face. I'm like, okay, well, I'll just block that account. I'm going to just block that account because it ain't got no face. It's no face value to it. That person doesn't know me. I mean, I don't know him. I don't even know if it's a guy or a girl, you know, like, has no face. So why give it a face? Why give it energy? You know, I don't do that. But yeah, an example you have, yeah, like Jesse, okay, you said Jesse just does it. I'm like, yeah, like, don't even worry about that. Like, I think you like that attention, you know? You must like that type of attention. And I mention that stuff, man, because it is fight related, because it's just like, if you can be distracted by that, then you can be distracted by anything, you know, leading up to the fight or in the octagon, especially if you're not number one or you don't have the belt or you're not even in the top 10. I'm just saying, like, if that type of stuff bothers you, then I can see why it's holding you back to be the best. And that's the bottom line. That's just my thoughts on that. For sure. Robert Henry, what's going on? He said it's the Streisand effect. The more attention you give, the more it turns into something and grows bigger. Right. But like, yeah, like you said, yeah, yeah, the bigger it gets, like, especially if it's negative, it's going to be more negative. That's how I always see it. I mean, you can when somebody says something bad about you and you know it's not true, or you got a lot of people disagreeing with you, I mean, you can feed off of that energy and do better. But I mean, when you're just posting up what people say negative about you, I mean, to me, that don't do anything, you know? So yeah, when you feed energy or you feed attention, it grows. And if it's bad, it's going to grow. It's going to grow. That's my point. Like, because when I see this stuff, it don't make me want to console any of them. I mean, like, turn that junk off. Get off social media for a while. You say the guy keep talking about you, well, block him. I'm not going to console you. I'm like, you know? Don't nobody console me when somebody say something racist. I'm like, yo, I don't want to deal with that person. I just block them out of my life. You know? And that's why when we on here, man, we talk WMMA and anything about life like this, man, because it's like, you know, that's all I want to do here, just bring that type of energy. And that's why I give y'all wrenches, because if somebody is bringing off energy, I want you to get rid of them. Okay? If I don't catch them, you get rid of them, because this is the type of stuff we're going to talk about here. You know, we ain't going to go off the deep end. I mean, we joke, but I mean, we ain't going to be talking nuts. You know what I mean? That's the whole purpose of this channel. So, Robert Henry said, another way to combat negative energy is to take it, turn it into something positive. You just can't always ignore it. Mental jujitsu. Yeah, it depends on what it is. Yeah, it depends on how it is. Like, yeah, you can't always ignore it. Like I said, if somebody's saying something negative about you, turn it into something positive by proving them wrong. You know, that's part of it too. But I mean, like, the little things like this, oh man, come on, you know, these little things where people be screenshotting, like DMing you that don't even have a face, you ignore that all day long. Bluebird, what's up? He said, ladies complaining about posts is like throwing kerosene on the fire. Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you get that type of energy and them type of posts, you put it out, man. You stomp it out. You stomp that junk out right then. You know, stop feeding it. Dark Shadow, what's up? He said, Dark Shadow, boy, he said Pena's gonna starch Nunes. I mean, he said that before, I think. So, I mean, the possibility is there. I mean, it's not a high chance, but it's there. It's there for sure. I mean, you got to factor in too. Dark Shadow, that Nunes ain't been at bantamweight in 2 years, so you never know what could happen, right? She been out the game. She been out the bantamweight division for 2 years, man. So hey. But yeah, that was my take on that though, y'all. We can jump back to WMMA for real, for real. Like, I just like be looking at these fighters sometime, and I'm like, man, just post up what everybody's saying good about you. Like, you get a lot of good comments there. Like, why y'all keep on answering the negative stuff? You know, y'all feel like the need to argue with one person or one or two people that say something stupid or out of line. I'd be like, if I know they're not on to nothing and I know they don't have a face to see, I'm like, just get rid of it. Like, just get rid of it. Like, you'll never, yeah, like, because there are certain situations, yeah, when you ignore it, it's like it won't breathe, you know, its heart won't beat, you know, whatever that energy is, it won't beat, you know. When they know that you gave him life, it's like, okay, I'm gonna stay. Gordon said, like Rose handled Joanna's negative attack. Rose fed off of and turned it into confidence, commitment, and conditioning and control. I forgot the fourth C in Rose's mantra. I mean, that's true. I mean, you know, Joanna said some crazy stuff leading up to that fight. Like, when she went back, you know, all right, 2B said he headed to sleep. All right, man. Yeah, we'll be on Sunday around 7, man. We'll be back on around 7. Yeah, 7 o'clock on Sunday with that show. Because 2Beats is promoting this. 2Beats is promoting this showdown between me and BJ. So, you know, promoter got to be there. He got to be there. He got to be there tomorrow. So, you know, I mean, Sunday. It's 2Beats Promotions, you know. This ain't no exhibition either. Robert said the last negative comment I got, I made it the pinned comment since they needed attention, and I did just that to show them how much I cared. Oh man. BJ said, how do y'all highlight people's name in the chat? The @ symbol. Yeah, Dana Black. Yeah, Dana Black. This is bigger than John Jones, Francis Ngannou. It's bigger than John Jones, Francis Ngannou for sure. Yeah, the @ symbol. You use the @ symbol, BJ. You know this symbol. With this. Yes, there you go. Yeah, and it autofills it. Yeah. Yeah, don't work on like phones though. Yeah, like yeah, it ain't gonna work on the phone. It means not. Yeah, it's not gonna work on phone. You type it out all the way. You know, type it fully out. But if you do the if you're on computer, you know, if you're on your laptop, it'll work. Yeah. But yeah, what else is going on in the MMA world? Like, I'll be on here for another 140 10 minutes. Does it work on Android, y'all? No, it don't work on Android. I got Android over here. No, it don't work on Android. You type it fully out though. If you type it all the way out, it'll still highlight on my side. Gordon Morris said, remember Max and Aldo in Brazil. Max handled that negative energy like a master. Wow. Whaley's reaction to the unexpected booing and Whaley's like, it's Max, he handled that well, man. Because when you go over there in Brazil, they're so passionate and they're ready to kill. Like, they're ready to kill. Like, soccer fans, any country. I'm not really like a soccer fan, but from what I'm hearing, like, soccer fans are like the worst. Like, but yeah, Max, he did well at handling that energy, man. Like, I'm talking like that's a master at it. Yeah. And you turn it into something positive. Like, in that case, when it's physical, it's right there. You have to kind of turn it into something positive because it's right there. You have to, because you see everything right there and you see these people, but I always think that, like, when you see stuff like that online, like, that's just like air, so it's like, it shouldn't have no effect to you because you don't know who it is or what it is. You said you couldn't figure that out for a minute. Zhang Zinong beats the UFC strawweight champion division. Zhang Zinong and Rose actually trained together. I think they were talking about linking up to train. I'm not sure if they have trained together, but Zhang Zinong and Rose are supposed to be training together. Oh man, before I go to, man, like, I mean, if there's any other fights y'all want to talk about, if not, before I go, I need to remind y'all about this lady. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna remind y'all about this young lady to keep an eye out on. Hold on. I know y'all talking about these fighters from 1FC, but y'all need to check this girl. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Where we at? Here we go. Hold on. Here we go. All right. Here's the thumbnail, y'all. This young lady right here is a fighter we need to keep an eye on. That thumbnail's a little choppy, but it should work. Yeah, there you go, BJ. It's highlighted now. Let me spell her name. Something like that. Yeah. Yasmin Harige. I think that's how you pronounce her name. She is a strawweight you need to keep an eye out for. From Combate Global, she is one to look out for, in my opinion. I think that she's got some very good attributes about her, and very, very, very telling. What's the word I'm thinking? The best word to describe her. I think it's a little early to tell, like, does she have the it factor? But I mean, I don't know. I might want to say it, man, because she has some good wins, and how she gets the wins, she's very dominant. She's 8-0 right now. What's crazy is her and, like, Denise Zambawanga both were 8-0. Then they took her O. Those are two fighters I see a lot of promising. But Yasmin Harige, very good strawweight. Okay, Dark Shadow. Yeah, there's Combate Global tonight, right? You watching that tonight? Okay. I might have to pull it up. Yeah, I got an app to watch it, so I'll probably pull it up. Yeah, but Yasmin Harige, a very good striker. She's very physically strong. Kind of reminds me of Joanna early on. Like 2014, 2015 Joanna. Very, very controlling. Like, she can control the pace with combinations. I think she hits a little bit harder than Joanna, though. I think she hits a little bit harder because she's putting a little bit more pop in her shots. It might be a little too early to tell now, but she's finishing girls. I mean, her combination is very overwhelming. And when you try to like take her to the ground to neutralize that striking, she's bouncing right back up. She's bouncing right back up, and then she's clinching you, and she's reversing it, and she's got you to the cage, and boom, she's breaking, and she's beating you into submission, like till you stop, till the ref stops it. But overall, like even some of her early fights I've seen, man, she just has very good striking, very good speed. She's athletic, still young too, man. That's why I see like 22 years old. You're gonna see her in the UFC. You will see her. I don't want to see her in there too soon because she's only 22 years old, and y'all know the strawweight division is killer. So, Yasmin Rodriguez, she got plenty of time to grow, So, spotlight on her, yeah. I ain't even gonna say UFC need to sign her yet. Nah, she need to grow. Give her the time to grow. Yeah, she'll be good to go, man. Like early Joanna style, man. Yeah. Oh, Genesis, what's going on? Genesis Green, what's going on? Oh, Dark Shadow said, I can't wait for Elena McLaughlin to smack the other woman around the octagon. Is Elena McLaughlin the woman that the trans woman? Oh wow, that's a big thing, man. That's touchy, man. She can be fighting a real woman. That's like a topic of its own right there, man, because this is crazy. Oh, wow. Oh, Genesis in the building. What's going on? Stamina said lock him up. Stamina said lock him up. What if I don't want to lock up? What if I want to keep my door unlocked, Stamina? What if I just want to keep my door open? Listen, I could. There's a lot going on about that, so I'm not sure, But yeah, man, Yasmin is one to look out for in the strawweight division. Definitely one to look out for. See, Stamina, you can't lock the door in. I can't lock my door in. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's true. But let's see what else, man. What are y'all thoughts? What are your thoughts on what is her name? Mackenzie Dern and Marina Rodriguez. How you see that fight going? Genesis, Mackenzie Dern and Marina Rodriguez. I don't know, man. Marina, she might pull something off though, man. Marina, you never know, man. Marina Rodriguez is she got that equalizer, man. She got that power. Mackenzie Dern, I mean, she's just been improving on her wrestling, and well, she's been improving on her striking, but she really needs to improve on her wrestling though, man. Genesis is like big one. I mean, that's a good point though. I mean, her being a mom really has changed her, man. I mean, yeah, Big Mama. Yeah, she is she's like looking like a different fighter, man. And I mean, she be bringing her baby to the gym while she training. She's got the mom life and the work life all rolled into one, but it's working, man. You know, I got to give her credit. So I can't argue with you on that. Like, to me, I like both of them, but I like some about what, you know, Dern is bringing to the table, man. Like, I like the improvements she's made, though, man. Like, it's crazy, man. Like, how some fighters, like you're saying, Genesis, I don't think it was you, but how some fighters, man, like some of these women, when they have babies, it set them straight, man. I mean, that ain't for everybody, but, you know. Yeah. Yeah, we can't amp up until, like, the day of the fight. Like, until we see that tail of the tape and we about to hear Bruce Buffer say their names, that's when we get amped up. I mean, we can't even get amped up at the weigh-in. We can't get amped up at the stare down and the weigh-in anymore. It's got to be when you see that tail of the tape. I'll be amped when they both in the octagon. Robert Henry said he's 60-40 for Dern by submission. Yeah, submission for either Dern, maybe KO for Rodriguez. I think that's what a lot of people might see early on. Yeah. Oh, man. But, yeah, I've been on here about 2 hours, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here now. Probably get back on, like I said, Sunday. It's about 7 p.m. You can do that. I don't know. I might pop up tomorrow. Who knows? Yeah. Yeah, Genesis said it. Yeah, like, yeah, when you had them babies, man, you know, some girls, it set them straight. You know, it's definitely set her straight. I mean, she used to be wild, man. You remember her Instagram? She'd be clubbing and having fun, which ain't nothing wrong with having fun, but I mean, it's like big change, you know? Big change in her now. Good change. But yeah, y'all, let me get up out of here. We've been on here like 2 hours. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Genesis. Yeah, we'll be on Sunday tomorrow. Like I said, BJ gonna come through and we got to talk. Coach come through. We gotta have a little discussion here. I see, I guess Dern has more ways to win. We don't know how many. Marina, nobody has really put hands on her yet. Yeah. Yeah, you do, Robert. You have to put quotations on every fight now, man. It's like, this is something that might happen. We ain't sure, though. I know I ain't supporting that boxing match tonight. I think it's tonight. Oscar Valdez, the dude popped dirty and they didn't suspend him. See, that's the kind of stuff you have in boxing now, y'all. I ain't watching that fight. I ain't supporting that. Pop dirty and you still get to fight. Oh, boy, that's corruption right there. Anyways, that's a different story. So, yeah, guys, I'm getting up out of here. Like always, make sure y'all subscribe. And if you hit the like I said, I always keep doing these. But yeah, let me get up out of here. Combo Breaker 99. I am out. Subscribe. Peace.